Friends, we have gathered here as friends in friendship. I have never called you as devotees, disciples, or sevaks. Only in the badge you say Manav Sevak, which I don't know how it came. Manav we were introducing, Manav Krishnamurti, Manav Srinivas. Everyone let us become Manav. But it's also nice to serve mankind, Manav Sevak. Originally it was only Manav. Manav so and so, Manav so and so anta ittu. Afterwards, nowadays badges are in Manav Sevaks. There is also no saying that you are you have to do seva to Kendra or a particular person and all. It's only Manav Seva. But this brand-wise, maybe outside you may feel that it has not grown. Kendra agali, any leader agali, ಅಥವಾ followers agali, ಏನು ಬೆಳೆದೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಬಹುದು. But time is different. The impact of Kendra is different. Space should not complain that a mosquito does not have my farm. Even though I hold it, it just appears to be different. Space andre antariksha. Why a mosquito does not say that it belongs to space or it doesn't exhibit my farm? The space should not complain. In a jovial sense, it has its companion as time. Time and space are like husband-wife. Or those days, never parting together. Nowadays also, in India, outside each one becomes an individual. Bharatiyas, even if they part with, they have the sense of affinity, affection. Any day they are ready to be together, even if they live differently. These two are just instruments in the hand of truth or God. Lesser representative of truth is God. ಸತ್ಯಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಗಾಢ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. Little lesser representative of truth is God. So he won't complain, why mosquito? Someone was complaining, nowadays I have got Siddhi of Bijakshara. Someone was telling, what has happened to you? The question was, what has happened to you? How Siddhi ಪಡೆದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಬೀಜಾಕ್ಷರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಓಡುತ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನನ್ನ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. Then does it stop ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. Yes, when I feel that something has bitten my ears, then when the sound comes, you should open your eyes. It's only the mosquito sound. So don't be misled, even if you hear the sound, because all the elders who have left you, if you are accustomed to their sound, you will hear their sound. These kind of disturbances are merely in the field of psychology. Remedies to that is going beyond sound. The sound of Bijakshara it's not hearing, it's a feeling of sound, of the same sound within your skull. But you should not go to doctor when you are practicing Bijakshara. The parapsychologist he will refer, and there will be 100 tests and you will be declared mad. So you will find the big people who hear others' woes practicing meditation or going and jumping, streaking out and all those things, just to get rid of what they have heard. Because it also provides information and it disturbs the mind of the person who hears. So only to just tell or consult we go and talk to them, but they are affected unless they are beyond mind, and that cannot happen through meditation. Meditation is another way of finding the root of the sound. As long as sound exists, they are disturbed. Sound exists anta gottaguttalla, so it disturbs. The highest philosophy of India is Neti Neti. ನೇತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ನಾಯಿತಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೆಸರು? ನೇತಿ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಮೂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ ಹೆಸರೇನು? ಅದು ನೇತಿಯಾ? ಉಸಿರು ನಿಜವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾಯಿತಿ. ಓಕೆ. They do this yoga, this thing, that's also called neti. Sutra neti. Alla? Jala neti, sutra neti. Na-iti, not this. So, in Hinduism, you have got the liberty to go and negate anything. Hinduism, what we call as Hinduism today. Suppose you believe in gemology, this particular gem is currently for your this. You will wear that. But when it doesn't work, na-iti. Usually man does not take credit of Gelasa, but if it happens, he doesn't pay credit to God. It's his. When it doesn't happen, it is gems or something else. But all the gemologists, astrologers, the guru consultants are updating themselves. Then when you go next and say that this does not work, they will say that currently your graha has shifted here, so it should be that. Who advised you? You only, sir. Oh, that was then. Now you should wear this. Something like any salesman, if you say that your fax machine is not showing digital display, then they will sell you modern, you have Xerox, wax, etc. Why do you hold to the old fax machine? Everything is updated. So this has become the branding in this world. Everything is action and soul. So if an intelligent person approaches, he will understand that neti never ends in experimenting with the world. He should correct the experiential field, not the experimented or experimentation-oriented field. But Hinduism has got a variety of idols. So everyone is complaining that this is the weakness of the religion. So it's only one God and one we should have, or one only we should have. Rice is one, but this fellow wants differently. Different types of cooking rice and eating it. Gold is one, but they want different instruments. Abharanagalu. So the one is right, but many is needed. Why this graha also? Sanishwarake on the temple is there. There are hundreds of temples of Shanishwara also. Mrs. President is carrying a small yettu. What do you call? Buffalo. Erume kenna? Buffalo thana, erume. Small, again, buffalo mari, calf. And offering it to the Shanishwara temple in near Madurai, somewhere. Just because they are afraid of death. Anyone, not that lady. You have a variety to overcome your own fear. Something you offer like whatever, let it happen to buffalo, not to me. You have an excuse. I am not complaining anyone's suffering, but there is a variety which applies and which fulfills everyone's fear. And that person does not belong to Hinduism, Buddhism. Today's most fast spreading dharma is Buddhism. In the name of ahimsa, compassion, it spreads. So it's a fashion to say that I know Zen, I know Neo-Buddhism, I know old Buddhism, this Buddhism original. So if you don't want to call Hinduism the original and only religion which existed, it has the most mystical stories and Yakatakshak and whatever today any other religion try to teach you, it's all done and finished. And it is still there. So let us not open our mouth and say that ours is the best. It is the best. Why should we tell? The most wise person and a person in whom a very good blood runs. Not this. Good blood means parampara in generations. Good blood runs. He will never claim that he is the best. Most wise person. He has nothing to say, so he will also not claim. So most of the people remain silent. A physical maintenance, mental balance, and intellectual achievement, all these three were supposed to be achieved through following good direction. If we lose self-confidence, or if when we are all right and going, we should not take any advice very seriously. Suppose we are actually living very fine, and we know that we are living very fine. We should not hear all sorts of advices and start following it. A normal person who was not doing exercise, he was all right, he was not feeling anything. He was asked, why your body is like this, too much of cholesterol and fat, do some exercise, some walk, run, jog, jump. Again, he is not a fool. He was feeling all right with his existing body, that's all. Then this person started running, walking, jumping. This has really happened in a singer's life in Bombay. So I am quoting it. But still now he is following. That is good. At least if you hear, you should hear others, isn't it? So once he has started hearing, there is no other. It's something like time, Once it throws out on the field, you should just go around. Then he became very, very thin because he has started eating fiber, cucumber and all those things, raw things with modern old pesticides. Good, what do you call it? Natural pesticides. Organic fertilizer. Organic pesticides, fertilizer. So he started eating it, and he left the main food and all, mutton, chicken, aloo, all those things, and he has become very, very thin. So Mamsahara I am not supporting. The equal power is there with potato and mushrooms, whatever we call outside. The potato should not be mixed with upu or kara, that's all. It should be taken as it is. Then there is no gas. Fully boiled. It should be less boiled or fried. Then you have the same power, energy as any other. You can compare it with any non-vegetarian food. Mushroom also, many people won't take it. But still, if someone is taking it, it's full of proteins and like soya, mushroom, those who are accustomed, they can take these things to build up instead of going for other proteins in the non-vegetarian food. So instead of French fries, you can have Indian boiled cut potatoes. That's more healthy instead of an oil, vegetable oil or something like that. Then he has become so small now, recently, and then immediately he was told that, very good, your dietitian has done a wonderful job. Now you should go for gymnasium, go to 6-pack minimum. Because now your things are flexible, so that only fat was moving. Now your body is flexible, now you can go for 6-pack. One such person came to me, how to build up, he was asking. Similar fellow, long back. Fantastic, you should do it, but do you know what gets built up? The muscle, this, that, so much strength you should build up. You don't know much about this anatomy, but nowadays it's a fashion to show. So before that, to know the truth, just go to a laboratory or Vishwashraya Museum or some other scientific laboratory, just to see a skeleton and start doing anything. So the bone structure will be intact. It can't suddenly grow. Maximum it can only thin down. So what you build up is other things which you think that it's manageable. So this is a new angle which you see and say that yes, this is the existence on which I can do this in my body, in my mind. So many people are nowadays building up triceps, biceps. Triceps also, no? Biceps and triceps. a person who has built up, went to a very lean person and told, see me, you can also, anyone can become like this. You have to just develop triceps and biceps. That fellow could not hear, he was going on asking. And he wrote, you have to develop your triceps and biceps, and showed, and just go away. Because of forceps, I am like this. Leave the spelling, but only the. While taking birth, was pulled out modern Lagna Patrika Tara. During that Lagna, this wedding should happen through forceps. You understand the points behind all this? I was trying to tell, don't disturb the existence, adjust the experience, then experimentation becomes easier with outside world. You can adjust the experiential field, and the experimentation field will be looked after naturally. Outside field. Experiential field is your mind. All details about Vishnu, Shiva, all the powers of Shaktis, they were all trying to tell this only. Not many forms, but people want forms, so they have built up forms. So long back, some Swamiji died, we are going to the Samadhi, and we are trying to, in Himalayas we go, do Namaskar. Our followers agidre, we go, we pay respects. Similarly, we respect our elders who have gone away. So these things are done to show respect to the spirit. Spirit andre Jiva Chaitanya Shakti ಹೊರಟ್ರೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Just to remind that we are the same. We are the same Jiva Chaitanya. They have to be respected. So at least once in a year you have to pay respect to your elders. Once in a year at least you should do Aradhana Vivaru of the Guru who has passed away. And you celebrate the birthdays of avatars and all once in a year. Shivaratri, Krishna Jayanti, Navaratri, etc. So all this, we try to, on those days we try to remember that we belong to God and ours is Jiva Chaitanya, connected to the Guru and elders. So the package to be given to this world should be updated. Instead of calling Atma, we can call it Jiva. Mind is mind. Everyone is now playing with this idea of mind. And the body, because of the habits of food and all, the body reciprocates what we have eaten. And a lot of it is initiated by our own thoughts. An intelligent person should stop one moment and think, which of my real desires have been fulfilled? One second if he can stop. If he has enjoyed the ultimate, then he would have stopped hankering for the same once again, or hankering for something more. Enough of gulab jamuns. But next time, after 5 days, 10 days, you get accustomed and you want it. Whether you like it or not, diminishing marginal returns will be there, but still consumption is done. So the life which starts as a small child, which can't even consume water initially, a little milk, a little this. It grows, eats. And it's in the map from static to growing. Then the graph comes to around 40, even the eye power stops. 40, 45. And the power of the eye. So there is a graph which stops there. Then there is a graph which goes down. We can't eat 25 idlis, 10 chapatis. Suppose our mothers prepare. Otherwise, 5 pizzas, 6 samosas, like that. Then it happens, we have to manage the body. So the mind of man jumps with power of ego when it grows and droops down. when it falls. This is not living in the present. Can't the glorious silence be felt, which is beyond existence, experience and experiment? Instead of doing dhyana, go into silence. Then you will find the root of dhyana, I, from where it comes. Initially it may be difficult because we are always accustomed to play with the mind, even in dhyana. For one moment stop thinking that I am bad. That is the first stopping signal in the traffic, of evolution, traffic moment of evolution. Then the silence helps you to evolve. This evolution is not connected to the activities or thinking. A thief may become Robin Hood. A Robin Hood can become Valmiki. So the activities, even if it continues, the evolution is imminent and prominent. Only when the silence is achieved, even a sadhaka who is meditating, doing japa, preaching philosophy, even those people, they stop, then they will know at least a glimpse of truth. ಸತ್ಯದ ಅಂಶವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೌನವನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, then their word will have some, with humility it will come out with fire. It will not be ordering, disciplining, unless they have transcended and sat in the truth level. Till such a time, they will also become humbler and humbler. But outside they should behave as acharyas. Even the ruler should know the silence. Then there will be no egoistic outcoming from the person. Powerful words used, misused, these things can be avoided. Misused when such sadhaks also give shapa or create fear in others. This also can be avoided. So let the life not become more confused by all these dealings with the world outside. It's as simple as that. If you really feel a headache, you can feel. But go to the root of it. You have a head, you have to feel. Then go to beyond the head level. Then you will see head and pain. Then both of them stop. Instead of doing this, which is simpler, if there is a fear, then all sorts of applications of so many things happen. Testing. The best example of this is doctors. Neti. First we will see diabetes is there. Neti. I am eliminating the chance of diabetes. A person who has batted sixer, and when he becomes out, if you test him with BP, the instrument will explode. Oh yes, highest BP. Sixer ಹೊಡಿವನು sudden ಆಗಿ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ, nowadays they have started smiling, just like all the people walking in and out of car cells. But suddenly if he becomes out and he is swooned, immediately he will be taken to a hospital, 3 days observation and finished. Then after he has become normal by the yoga expert or physiotherapist, then once the BP is tested, it would have become normal. I am eliminating the chances of BP. So to get to the focalization, to get to the root of the problem, the elimination is needed. So similarly, to go to the root of the problem, everything has to be eliminated. Very scientific it is. Neti, how it is mystical, it's not mystical, it's very scientific. So if the world goes on exploring, my God gave him good health, a plot of land, and promotion, and dollars, very nice, God can give all this. But the person who receives should also reciprocate. God has given me, I will thank. Then you should start the self-examination. Swayam Shodhanam, then all gods become real. So the concept of God is one thing. Experiencing God is another thing. Knowing something about God is another thing. The real God is not connected with all these three. So I, as a hand, can catch something. As one hand, I can catch something. Through my mind, I can catch something. Through my intellect, I can decide something. But the real me is not all these three. This goes on changing. I hold this in one time. Through my mind, I hold this in another time. Through my intellect, I decide something in one time. If all these three are me, then who am I? So there is nothing to be tested. Just go to the root of it and eliminate the root. That is the best. Afterwards, that's a very, very big thing, to lose the only hope. Because only you, as you are working, to eliminate you in you, it's a murder. It's compared to a murder only, even in other cases. Meera says that, cut my head. Oh, Krishna. That means Krishna is not going to murder. Head represents the ego. You understand? So, very deeply understand this. You can't know anything in this world. You can only describe it, conceptualize it, experience it, experiment it, even know it as you want to know, but it's not the reality. Today's updated version is ancient version tomorrow. It can't stand. The Brahmins have left even keeping the tuft in India, but after Hare Krishna and others started, it became a fashion. So the dhotis were out of fashion. After some other cults started wearing dhotis, everyone is wearing dhotis, sari, etc. So why should we call once again ancient the most modern? It is. If you would have stuck to the ancient wisdom, ancient way of dressing, ancient way of feeling, I think no harm would have been done. Now there was no one to educate because our parents, grandparents were after money, picking up petty things, and at least we should have started as young children, we should have started thinking that where we are going, but we have left it because it was not a fashion, because the crowd is mad and I am also mad. So for a farmer, sugar may be a different product. He will imagine about thinking of sugar canes and making it sugar. The most intelligent fox, the commercial seller of sugar, he will know how much less to buy from farmer and how much to market it. And his concept of sugar is different. For a person owning breweries, the concept of sugar and sugarcane is different. The same sugar, who use sugar canes and make wine or whatever it is. For a consumer, his concept of sugar is, suppose he is poor, in ration it's available at this rate, his concept of sugar. For a high society person, all this does not matter because their servants only have to go buy with yellow sugar or whatever color it is and say that is the best. It's a joke, but they also know they have a concept of sugar. Then the real consumer, for him the concept of sugar is different. For a Spanish fellow, if you write sugar, he may not understand. So he will say, hey, this is not sugar. For a villager, this is not sugar. If you write in English and show it, we may mean sugar, but we have to communicate something like sugar. But that fellow will understand that this is not sugar. You write and show, no. Asugar, chini, shakare, some name they will put. Sorry, one who knows English, you write sugar and show him. Yes, it is sugar, but it is not sugar, he will say. Because as I conceive, it should be pudi, it should be powdered, a white thing. I think something, you have written the spelling of sugar, but it's not sugar. And you give him in his hand sugar. Then he will say that, I don't know whether it is similar, but I have seen in beta salt, similar things. Only when I know if it is salty, then it may be salt. So this is not sugar. I can't conceive it as sugar. By the time he puts on his tongue, he can't show sugar. Where is sugar? No, it is sweet. But where is sugar? No. Nalgil, it is very, he can't show the sugar because it's only a feeling of sweetness, that's all. Quality of sugar, not the sugar. If his tongue does not show metallic taste, otherwise he will feel the sweetness. Afterwards, where is sugar? Once it, from till Naliga ends, maybe we feel, afterwards, where is it? So time eats. We unnecessarily confuse it with things, concepts, knowledge. And this is what people understand: make money, live rash, trash life. So not to make anyone afraid, but nothing in time's hand. We are lesser than mosquitoes.
ಸಮಯದ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ನಾವು ಸೊಳ್ಳೆಗಿಂತ
ನಾವೇನೋ ಅಫ್ರೈಡ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ to make us humbler, we should know that we are just like mosquitoes. If we prick in the wrong points, a bat will come from the hands of time. You know the bat, no? There's an electric bat with a magnetic, you can put it on and tough, 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 tough. If we disturb through sound or if we prick the owner time, it starts bringing out the bat in time, this year, this minute, this second, took. So no, and don't suck blood more than needed without disturbing or creating sound. These were people in business and all. Very wise talking, huh? Or very frank and simple thing. No additions. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.